Dealers in the booth, dropping facts and punchlines, we the truth. Global, local weather with the scoop. From finance to sports, we loop the loop. Forecast hotter than a kettle on a jet flame. Travel tips slicker than a con man's chess game. Nation to the globe, no topic we duck. We the number one source, you out of luck. Joke dealers, breaking news for the people. No debate, the podcast you tune to, don't be late. Money moves, stock tips in the vault. Weather pattern shifting, it ain't our fault. Highlights of the game, we analyze the play. From courts to fields, we narrate the day. We ain't just reporting, we shaping the scene. Joke dealers, the podcast king and queen. Joke dealers, breaking news for the people. Mic in the sky, signal sharper than a steeple. Joke dealers, top spot, no debate. The podcast you tune to, don't be late.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast. I'm here with a special guest, Mr. Bimmy from the Supreme Team. How you feeling?
Breaking news, joke dealers in the booth. Dropping facts and punchlines, we the truth. Global, local weather with the scoop. From finance to sports, we loop the loop. Forecast hotter than a kettle on a jet flame. Travel tips slicker than a con man's chess game. Nation to the globe, no topic we duck. We the number one
What's not
source,
true?
you
What
out of
anything you need to get off your chest to make you feel better? Stand up to listen to this show. You guys is listening as well. What really can you say? We have paperwork. Listen, all I know is the word in Queens. He was a rat snitch. See, that was his name. That's all I know. Yeah, I used to work for him. He still owe me money. Can I get my money, Bimmy? But anyway, that was the word, and Supreme said it now. Documentary, but it's still no paperwork, so I don't know. But a proof is that even the police says there's no paperwork, but no trail. But it seems like it's a battle. I don't know why. I don't know the reasons, and basically it's none of my business. I've been out that street life a long time. Now I work for Amazon, that's all. I'm saying, are we done? Tell you like this, I'm not a perfect person. I'm not the best person in the world. Yes, I've done some fucked up foul shit in my life. A lot of people have, but I'm not comparing myself. Now I'm just saying in general now. If I owe somebody from the street life, and they ain't come collecting now, that mean I don't owe nobody anything. That's how that goes. Yes, we had agreement, or if Gotti take care of Supreme, and I Demi take care of Prince. Well, I left the street life for a while, and I began focused on this music, quote unquote, and start focusing on priorities and things that matter. And guess what? Comment series $150 a week. So if I send you $2,000 every 2 weeks, but if it get low, and I send you $200 or $150, that's the max for the commissary. Now you're gambling and extra activities. I have nothing to do with brothers, so that's all I'm going to say on that question. What's going on, Bimmy? You got brothers coming up here on Where Those Time talking about that's Queens, New York. You always been a snitcher. Rat-a-chatty patty, what you got to say about these things? That I told him there's no proof, that's just words. But there's no proof, he arguing me. Supreme word is bond, son, so I'm like, okay, so why he's not out of jail? If his word is solid like that the prosecutors and the judge didn't take his word, son. I had to check him real quick and saying who pays you to come up there. He says I retired the street life. I say, well, that's good, you kept yourself out of prison, and I see you hadn't been changed. He need a haircut and everything. Got these guys making these kind of accusations about you. I kind of understand that they broke and angry. So what you saying is you ain't tell the cops nothing, huh? You ain't tell the feds anything, huh? All those sales quarter pounds and bricks you sold directly to undercover, and you done 3 years. You didn't do 3 years because you know Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. We can't say that, but one thing I can say is, my friend, something is very fishy from a guy that been around in the streets for over 50 years. I seen a lot, my friend. I've been around again. Gambino, Sonny Francesi, I've been around standing up guys so I can smell it, my friend, a mile away. Same way you smell perfume on a prostitute. I miss the crowd on a late night summertime Saturday, so we're waiting. You gonna right? Or still yank our chains? We ain't got time for this. We could be having fun with beautiful women right now, understand? So now I'm Bimmy. We about to wrap it up. My opinion, my conclusion. They just talking, trying to make some money. But long as we know they trying to make money off false narratives and defamation of people character. That's my opinion, and I'm about to sign out with you, brother. Glad to have you at the Joke That Was podcast. This is a special, legendary moment. Anything you got to say to the audience, your fans and supporters, and to the Joke That Was podcast? Thank you for having me, guys. You heard my truth straight out my mouth and the facts. I wish everyone well. Thank the Joke Dealers podcast for having me. Thanks to Hip Hop Coming for keeping it real as a real street dude, not just a businessman. And again, shout out to Supreme and and Prince enjoy your lives. And delete me out of it. That chapter is past, and you can't tarnish my name, and my name is Bimmy. And again, much love to my supporters, and shout out to the Joke Dealers podcast. This is where I told my true fact, and this is the #1 podcast that I rock with. Peace and blessings, everybody, and I'm out of here.
Thank you again. Like and subscribe and share with your people.
Global, local weather with the scoop. From finance to sports, we loop the loop. Forecast hotter than a kettle on a jet. No topic we duck. We the #1 source, you out of luck. Joke Dealers, breaking news for the people. Mike in the sky, signals. Joke Dealers, top spot, no debate. The podcast you tune to, don't be late. Money moves, stock tips in the vault. Weather pattern shifting, it ain't our fault. Highlights of the game, we analyze.
I love it! You guys are so great!
We ain't just reporting, we shaping the scene. Joke Dealers, the podcast king and queen. Joke Dealers, breaking news for the people. Mike in the sky, signal sharper than a steeple. Joke Dealers, top spot, no debate. The podcast you tune to, don't be late.